Hello, my friends. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're ready for another YouTube video from your old buddy, Dadcraft73. We're back here playing some Age of Engineering, some 1.10 modded Minecraft. And let me tell you what, man, I'm having such a good time playing this pack. I love it. I love it. It's like right inside my brain. I think it's because I like the idea of progression, and I don't mind a little bit of grinding. I mean, it gets frustrating once in a while, that's for sure. But that's just the way it works. It's no big deal. I love it. We are having a good time. We have work to do today because today, last episode, we sort of stumbled our way into the automation age, right? So that's where we're at right now. We made ourselves a machine frame from RFTools. We got that done. We can make end rods. We can do all this kind of stuff. So I thought day number one, or most important part of the automation age, is to deal with storage finally, to get ourselves a half decent storage system. Now down the road here in a little bit, we're gonna get to ourselves where is it the new age? I don't know. Soon we'll be able to make an AE system, and as soon as we can make that, we're going to be all over that for sure. But we need some temporary solutions. Hello? You guys know what I got going on. I've got all these crazy chests laying around with all this random junk in them. Oh my goodness! I got pumpkins, and I've got broccoli seeds, and just random pieces, parts. You guys know that if you've watched my series in the past, that's how we do. That's how, that's my, MO. So let me just bring you up to speed on what I've done since the last episode. Not a whole lot, just a little bit of stuff. Alright, I've made some pieces parts. I've got them in my inventory, and we're going to sort of walk through those as well. But I finally got to the point where I've somewhat automated some of these production steps. So it's sort of been automated, but I've had to be really careful because I didn't have anything set up to allow me to essentially dump in a bunch of materials and come back later and have a bunch of these empowered blocks. You know, everything takes so much power. Our power generation is not great for this setup. I was thinking about that earlier. We should probably use the same thing. We can make more power if we want to, but I'm okay because eventually we're going to have stacks on stacks of power soon. Trademark soon. But anyway, what I did is we're using Ender IO conduits for all of these display stands, and I just made some filters and stuck it in there and said, hey, you can only accept like a bronze plate or a piece of red dye, right? You can accept, you know, a bronze casing and an ardite ingot, etc. So it only allows one thing to go in there. So that way I could just go over here and say, oh, I want to make some empowered Restonia. Let's put the 4 pieces parts I need to put in there, throw some of the Restonia blocks in here, and then just walk away and come back, you know, in however long it takes, and get a bunch. So I think what I'm going to be doing is when I go offline, I'm done playing for the day, or I'm ready to finish this episode, I'm going to load this thing up and just let it go. Yeah. I made a bunch of bronze plates so I can make some of these. We're going to leave one in there. I need this many. We're going to make a bunch of machine chassis to start off this episode. Oh, so I did that. The other thing that I did before we jump into what we're going to work on today is I also made myself a stone separator back there, and that allows me to automatically produce enriched gold. You put gold ore in there, it does its deal. There's a bunch of recipes that you can do. So gold ore gives me enriched gold ingots. Iron gives me reinforced iron. Just makes the whole thing a little bit faster. Yeah. So that works good. So I've got that going, and then that sort of works in tandem with the algorithm separator, because that's the way I can get the redstone ingots that I need, or tanzanite, or whatever else, right? Weakened diamonds. So just a little bit of automation there to produce this stuff, and I just put, I think I had like 19 or so gold ingots, or gold ore. I just threw them in there, cranked out a bunch, right? So we're in pretty good shape there. Everything's looking halfway decent for sure. I think Can I put that in there? I don't. Let's not get distracted. So anyway, I have almost all the materials that I need to be able to make these machine chassis, and I figure we're going to get that started here at the beginning of this episode. So let's take a look at machine chassis first of all. So we need some iron casings, we need some basic capacitors, and we need some sturdy casing. Iron casing, simple, right? So they're just... So you take a basic machine casing, you surround it with some steel and some carbon and some advanced alloy, and you get advanced machine casings. And then we have to do one more step, which is surrounded by some black quartz and some iron ingots. So let's go ahead and get some of that. Let's get some of that, and let's make some of these these guys, right? So we can make 8 of them. That's how many we want. So 8 of those guys right there. Yeah, put that stuff away. That should be good. All right, and now we need to make some basic capacitors, right? So copper electron tubes, some of this enriched gold ingot, and some empowered Rustonia crystals. I made 4 of these empowered Rustonia blocks and then converted them into crystals using my new little automated setup back there. It's the dream. I love it. It makes me happy. Actually, you know what we should do? Let me see, let me go grab these guys out of here and take this off. And we're just going to stick these guys for now in here, okay? And let's go grab the material so I can just show you how this thing works. So let's make 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then if we go here, we should be able to get 8 red dye. Okay, so now we've got all the component pieces for these. Oh, well, we're missing one thing that is somewhat important. These guys. So let's take, we'll put 1, 2, 3 back in there, and now we have 8 of these. So I think, one of you guys said in my last video, sometimes the biggest tip that you can give people is if you need to make 1 of something, you might as well make like 5 or however many. You might as well make a bunch. So we throw these guys in. No, throw these in there, right? That does its deal. And then I can literally just dump all of this stuff in here like that. Yeah. And see, it works, right? And it leaves the rest of these guys in here, and this thing will just cycle through. Did I bring an extra one of those? Let's take one out. Okay, so now we can come back here. I don't know, it's going to take a while. It's not going to be some quick little process, but we'll come back here in a little bit, and we'll have a bunch of those empowered Rustonia blocks, and then we can do other cool stuff with those, right? Right. I love that. Okay, so let us make, though, some of these capacitors that we need. I think we have all the pieces in our inventory. Yep. So we have copper electron tubes. We made some extra ones. We found some in our bag, and then we made some more. So we've got a bunch of those. We've got enriched gold, and we've got these guys, and we can make these guys, right? So now we have 8 of these, 8 of these, 8 of these. Okay, and then all we need is some bars. So let's make a bunch. We'll make not too many. Let's make a stack, okay? Let's put the rest of this stuff away. And then we'll go over here and put these into our carpenter that's got seed oil in it, right? So we can just go, no, carpenter, seed oil. So I've already got the recipe in here. So if I go like this, this, and this, right? This thing's going to crank out these machine chassis. And it should just stack them up for us. We shouldn't have to sit here and wait. Let's take this away. All right, let's get you out of the way. Let's take you, and we will put you here. Oh, no. And let's configure this guy to push. There, that's what we want. All right, so we can go in there. And it's just going to go ahead and crank out these machine chassis, and that's essentially step 1 in our process. Oh my goodness, it's crazy. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is get some Palace crystal, and we know how to make those as well. So let's grab ourselves some slime balls. Yeah, we need some dirt. Oh, am I out of sand? Oh, I might have to go find me some sand real quick. Is it nighttime? I'm recording, so it probably... Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. Let's go sleep through the night real quick, and then we got to go find ourselves some sand. I might have to go on a little exploration kind of deal and see if I can't find... I mean, I would love a desert. No, I don't know if there is a desert around here that we can get to. Let's just take a look here. Like at daytime. Is there at least any sand that we've found? I mean, there's a couple islands that we can find. I don't really know if we found like a desert. I don't think so. I mean, we went like far this way. I mean, we don't need that much sand. Let me just make sure I understand. I want to look at these crystals really quick and make sure I'm making the right ones. These, right? So we need blue slimy mud. So it's slime and then sand and dirt. We don't need too much though. So let's go ahead and just grab some from sort of nearby. Let's get our slime sling. Activate our glider, and then we'll just fling ourselves up in the air, and we'll glide over here somewhere where we can find some sand. I'm trying not to destroy the landscape, but you know, that's just kind of the way it is. Let's go over here out of the way, out of sight, out of mind. Is there sand like here? We can get it out of the thing. Let's just do it that way. There. We'll just grab that like that, and grab that. That's like some sketchy big hole in the ground. We don't want to go down in there. We might as well grab some clay while we're here. We always need clay. Let's get out of the water quick. We don't really need that salt stuff. I don't know why we have... So, oh, no, not that. We don't... Come on, pay attention to what you're doing now. All right, so let's get a bunch of sand. Okay. How much is that? Almost a stack? Is there like another piece laying around here that we can get? Maybe over here? Just so we have a stack. There we go. We have a little bit more than a stack now. Okay, let's fling ourselves up in the air again, and we'll fly back over to the base. That actually wasn't too bad. We didn't do too much destruction. We just made the pond a little bit deeper over there, which is okay. All right, let's go over here, and then, oh, let's land. And we'll go inside, and we'll make some of this blue slimy dirt, and then we'll get it smelted up. We have one, right? We have one already, so we're in good shape there, but we definitely need some more. Okay, so let's go and do this, and now we should be able to make 4 of those. I think that's plenty. And we'll just run over here and throw these in this guy, right? You do your deal. We'll get this. Oh, man, I smelted up a ton of bronze. Man, I'll tell you what, when you start messing around with some of this stuff, the amount of resources that you end up needing it's, you know, like bronze, for example. Bronze is pretty huge. Let's put the rest of this sand in here just so we have it. Okay, that's good. That makes me happy. All right, you go in there. And then we should be able to get these. All right, let's take a look at Empowered Palace Crystal. So if we look at this, right? So we need some prismarine shards, we need some raw fish, we need a cobalt ingot, and one of those. Okay, so cobalt, not a problem. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm pretty sure I've got some raw fish kicking around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then I need these crystals. Yes. And then, what was the other thing? Oh, okay, no problem. Let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take this back here to our atomic reconstructor. Ooh. Okay, throw all that on the ground like so. Hit the button, and then we get our prismarine shards. So now we have all the pieces parts, right? So we have all of those, and then we just need, we're going to make blocks, right? So let's go and grab ourselves this. And we want to make 5 blocks of lapis, like so. Let's grab all these back out, and we'll put those away. And let's go ahead and get these empowered as well. So we'll throw these guys down like so, and we'll go like this. Yeah, okay. Now, let's go underneath and set these filters up, and I'll show you how I've got it going on. What I've been doing is just grabbing myself a little bit of netherrack. Yeah, that works. Make sure our glider's turned on so we can fly over here. Ooh, there we go. Or, I guess we're not really flying. What is that old Buzz Lightyear says? We're falling with style? That's essentially what we're doing. Okay, so if I go here and I click on this guy, you can see that I've got item casing right there. Let's put in this guy and say, hey, you'll accept a ingot. Okay, and then we can go this way, like so. And I'll set, ooh, what is that? Oh, I don't know what that is, but we don't need to mess with that. Okay, and then we can go here and say you will accept a prismarine shard. I feel like I'm missing. Okay, 1, 2. I don't really know what that is. That might be output. I don't know. All right, let's go over here. All right, and you are going to take a blue slime crystal. Okay. All right, and then I guess it's that one over there. Oh, dang it. I fell off that thing. Okay, let's get back up here, and let's go here, and then we want to go this one. If I could fly, that would be so amazing. All right, and we'll put in this guy, raw fish. Okay, so now those should be all set up. Let's tear down all of our netherrack. The reason I've been using netherrack and not dirt is because of this reason right here. You can just blow it up really quick and get rid of it. Okay, let's gather up all these blocks. So now our little empower system should be set up to receive and to process the Palace crystals. The cool thing about it, or at least I don't know if it's cool or not, but the thing I think you need to remember is you have to make sure that you only put equal amounts in here, right? So how many of these do we have? We have 1 so far. Okay, so let's put in here. Oh, I need to go get my other slimy dirt. Where is that? In this chest right here? Yes. Okay, so I think what I need to do is sort of, I don't know if I want to go off camera. Do I want to just stop this process a little bit? Maybe we take these out and we'll let this thing finish. So we can go like this and put all those in there, and then we'll take these out and we'll put these in, okay? And I think it takes a ridiculous amount of power. 8 million RF. Oh, man. Good grief. Okay, so this was going to finish, and then we're going to just wait and get ourselves some of this palace stuff, because I want to make some machine frames today. Okay, machine frames from RFTools, because I want to do some storage. And I think I'm going to do some modular storage. Let's take a look here really quick. So modular storage is actually pretty cool. Modular storage. All right, so we need to make some of these guys right here. And they're pretty simple to make. We just need a machine frame. We need some redstone. We need, and that's it, right? Some quartz and a chest. Easy. Easy like Sunday morning. How many palace crystals do I have that are empowered already? Do I have any? I sure don't see any. Do I have any empowered palace crystals? No, I guess I'm going to have to wait. For some reason, I thought I had like a couple. I don't have them in my inventory. Nope. Okay. We'll just wait. Not a big deal. So this guy's cycling through, right? So we have 2 of these empowered Restonia crystals. We can make a bunch more. Before I am done today, I'm going to throw all this stuff in the empower. And it's chunk loaded back there, so that thing will run while we're just messing around. So I tell you what, let me jump off camera real quick. I'm going to get myself a block of empowered crystal. We're going to come back and make some machine frames. If you notice, we have, these guys should all be done now. Yep, so we have 8 of those. Oh, I love that. That makes me happy. So we have 8 of these. And that wasn't too bad. We were working on other stuff. And we are going to make a bunch of these. I think we're going to probably need to make, oh, you know what we need to do before that, though? Okay. Let's make one more thing really quick. We're going to take one of these machine chassis that we've got, and I need to make a slice and splice, one of these guys. So, not too bad. We need a mob head, we need some solarium, we need an iron axe, iron shears, and then we should be able to make it. Okay, so let's go get together. One thing that I do like about Age of Engineering is it doesn't, I guess what's the word? It doesn't try to mess with you like completely downstream through these recipes, right? So the heavy item here is the machine chassis. The rest of it's all pretty standard. So that's kind of cool. So let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And we can make shears quick. Like so. Make a set of those. And then we just need a couple sticks. which is like the bane of my existence. I never have sticks, ever. I never know where they're at. I never have them. I never know what's going on. Stupid sticks. Man, what? Oh, wait. Was that? Yes. Yeah. Okay, there we go. I did have some sticks. I love it. All right, so let's go here, and we'll go like this, and we'll make this, and we'll get this. Okay? Now, over here in this chest, I think I have the other stuff I need. I need some solarium. What do I need? And then just a mob head of any sort, which we have a couple out here on the wall, so we'll grab one of those. Oh, hello. Let's grab, oh, I've got it like it looks all good. I put my dragon head out here on the wall too. Let's grab that. Let's go make this slice and splice, and we'll get it turned up. There we go. Bang. Slice and splice. Done. Yeah. All right, and then we'll go throw this guy right here. Right? He should get some power. Yeah, good. All right, now the reason I want to do this is I want to make... What is this? RFTools. No. Storage. Oh my goodness. Storage. I want to make one of these guys right here. Remote storage unit. Okay, or module. And the cool thing about this is it'll let us access our storage modules remotely, which I'm completely down with. But to make one of these, we need this thing called a Klein flask. Make a Klein flask, we need all this kind of stuff right here. Some vibrant alloy, some silicon, some solarium inside the slice and splice. And that's why we made it in the first place. Okay, so I should have all the stuff I need. I have some vibrant alloy. 1, 2. Okay, I've got solarium in my inventory. We have down here in our centrifuge, I have silicon. And then I just need to make the other guys. So let's grab 1, 2, 5. Let's get our sticks now, which we know where they're at. Let me just make sure I'm looking at this the right way. This guy is okay. Same thing. All right. Same. All right. Let's go here, and we will go here. And we'll make an iron axe, and then we'll go here and here and make this. Okay. So now we should be able to click that recipe for that Klein flask thinger right into this guy. Right? Can we click it in? Oh, we need an Enderman head, which we have. And now that we're sort of masters of the end, I thought they were in here. No. Yes. That's the whole reason we got those in the first place. By the way, the slice and splice also gives us the ability to make ender chests. Yep. So now we just need to put this and this in there, and this thing will cycle through. It doesn't take too long, but that'll give us that Klein flask. And then we just need some ender pearls and a glass bottle, and we can make that guy. Easy. And then we can make... Yeah, that's pretty simple. So the big issue is this Klein flask thing. Okay, so there's our ender resonator. Done. I love that. And then we just need 1, 2 ender pearls. Whoops. How about we just get 2 ender pearls? And then do we have a glass bottle laying around here? I mean, obviously we can make one. Let's grab this and this. Okay. And let's make a glass bottle like so. And then that goes there. This goes here and here. And then this guy goes there. And there's our Klein flask, which is kind of cool. All right, so we got that. So then we can make this guy, right? Do we want to just make it? I think maybe we do just want to make it. 1, 2. I don't know why it always wants to give me like ridiculous amounts of things. Okay, and then we just need a chest. We need an iron ingot and then a chest. Do we have some extra chests laying around in here? Come on, game. Don't make me go like making chests all over the place. I know I have some. I'm not going to worry about it too much. No reason to get all stressed. Let's just make a bunch of these chests. And we can make some more of those Klein flasks. I have a feeling we're going to need them. So let's go ahead and make this guy. Okay. I thought I got ender pearls. 1, 2. All right, this guy. Okay, there we go. Remote storage module. And it says this storage module is for the modular storage block. This module supports a remote inventory linked to another storage module in the remote storage block. Okay, so I think that's what we need. That right there. And then there's like a remote storage thing. Remote storage. Yeah, and I thought there was like a panel that we could like carry around with us. This terminal can be retrofitted with a storage control module so it can access. I don't know. So I know that. Let me just hold off making this thing right here. Let me let some of this Palace crystal get fired up. Let me get that done. It's going to take a while. I'm going to need a couple of them. So let me get some of that stuff done. I don't want to go too crazy. I want to get storage done in this episode. I need to make sure I understand how the whole wireless storage thing works. But we're going to come back here in just a minute. We're going to make a bunch of machine frames, and we're going to get some storage, and we're going to be loving life, I think. I hope. I'll see you in just a second. Alrighty, my friends, we are back. I think we're ready to make some of these storage modules. So, man, this is a slow process. 8 million RF when you're only generating a little bit, man, is a lot of RF. But we have another empowered Palace crystal. I've actually made, that's the third one. So I had to use a couple for an advanced circuit. I'll talk about that in just a second. But I think we have what we need to make these crazy guys. So let's take a look here and just make sure we understand the recipe. We need some electrical steel, we need a machine chassis, empowered Palace, and an end rod. I found my other, I knew I had some extra empowered Palace crystals. They're actually back there in the carpenter. That's how it works. Alright, let's get some electrical steel. We'll just get a bunch of it. We can make more. Not a big deal. How are these guys? How are you doing over here? Yeah, made some of that. Okay, you can go back in there for now. Just kind of working through stuff, trying to stay on top of what needs to be done. Okay, so if I put this, and we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yep. Let's put all those in there. So I want 4 of these machine frames because I want to make 4 of these modular storage things, and I think that's a good number. I think that's going to help us out a good bit. So let's get these done real quick. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, and I have a couple of extra machine chassis. I was thinking that, you know what I should really do off camera is just grind out a bunch of these different things. I think I'm going to get a whole bunch of bronze going through this process and, you know, just get all the pieces, parts. That it certainly makes crafting a lot easier if we spend some time doing that on the front end. Okay, so let's see what we need to do to get storage modules. We need some chests. Okay, we can get those. Let's see, there's 3. I just put these back in here. Alright, do I have any other chests? I don't think so. No. Okay, let's make another chest. I want 4 of these guys. 1, 2. Alright, let's convert these, and then we'll make a chest quick. Alright, done. Alright, there's our 4 chests. And then we need just some crystal? Crystal? No, nether quartz. We're going to need 12 of those. And then we're going to need... You know, I just look at something and then I forget immediately. How about some redstone? There we go. Okay, storage module or modular storage. Bang. There's 4 of those bad boys. Okay, now we need to make some of these tier 3 storage modules. Each one of these modules increases the amount of storage this thing can hold by 100 stacks. So if we get this, it'll hold 300 stacks of items. So essentially that means we can hold 1,200 stacks of items with those 4 storage deals. So to make these, I need to make 4 of these. I need to make 8 of these guys. So I need some string and some planks. Okay. Alright, let's make some planks. Alright, string I have here. Alright, and then I just need some steel. Okay. So I need a good bit of steel. Let's just grab a stack. I was being lazy producing steel. I've got another stack of iron over there working. I made one earlier. You know, you just got to stay on top of that stuff, I think. All right, so let's make these. So 8 is how many I need. All right. And then we need 16. No, we need 8 gold blocks, 8 blocks of quartz. Okay. I'm going to have to go on a quartz mission here before too much longer. So how many is 8? 32. Okay, and then let's just do that. Okay, so let's make our blocks of quartz. Right, there's 8 of those. And then we're going to be short 1. So let's get those. And let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we should be able to make one more of these, like so. All right, now we can make these guys. I need iron. I need redstone. All right, let's grab some iron. We got to make some more chests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that 8 of those? That's 10 of those. A little more than we need, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and make 4 chests. All right. And now, can we make these guys? Yes. So there's 4 of those to go with these guys. Now, if I put one of these modular storage things, I'm not sure exactly where to put them. I think we can move them, though. So, because, yeah, okay. Let's just put one down right here. Okay, storing the stuff. That's exactly what I need. Oh, that's a big thing, a big interface. So if I put one of these in here, like so, okay, you can see that it says it's storing 0 of 300 stacks. So now, for instance, if I put steel in there, right? So now I've got 1 of 300 stacks. So it's kind of reminds me of applied energistics. You can have 300 different items. Right, a stack of 300 different items, or you could go like this. So now we've got 3, but we don't have full stacks, right? We have partial. We could also look at different ways to view this. Like we could look at it this way. Now the other thing that's kind of cool is if I take this guy and I go and we separate it like that, right? I have this compress or compact button. See how I've got like all these redstone guys? I can go like that. And now I'm looking pretty good. Okay, so that's the first modular storage thing. And we're going to put down... Also gives me an indication how full it is. That's cool. When you mouse over, it says 3 of 300. Or, yeah, 3 of 300. Okay, so I don't know what exactly I want to do with these guys yet. I need to understand remote storage modules. Now, we can make one of these. I think I need a remote storage deal. Remote storage. This. Okay? Make storage modules remotely available. All right, before I do that, I want to test one other thing. Okay, so I have the recipe over here for... No, I want to make one of these tablets. All right, I want to make a tablet. So, of course, I looked through the recipes, right? I'm like, oh, can I make that? No. Can I make that? No. And then I found this recipe, and I'm like, yeah, I bet that's the recipe because, this is the age of engineering. We got to do all this stuff. Pretty simple. Some basic electronic circuits. Some 3 ethic green blocks. Pretty simple. That's chiseled quartz in front of the atomic reconstructor, and then an advanced circuit and an emerald. So let's get one of those. Let's get these guys here. All right, now, I hope this works. This will be amazing if it actually works. We'll see in just a second. All right, so I can make this. All right, make this guy. He's charging up from my battery, so that's kind of cool. Now, I should be able to take this out. Okay? And I should be able to go... Do I have to craft it like this? Oh, I want to make sure I can get it back out. Yeah, this. Okay. Now, I have this tablet. Look at that. So anywhere I go, I have access to all of that stuff. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. I love it. I love it. And I think, on top of that we can make the remote storage module. We can put it in like a remote storage deal. And then we can actually have access to essentially 4 chests full of items, which I think is kind of cool. And then I think you can get this thing out by going like this, right? So we get that and then the empty tablet. Okay, yeah, that works. All right, so man, that makes me pretty happy. I'm feeling pretty good about myself at the moment. So what I need to do though is I need to start. I need to start moving items, but I want to make sure that we do this right. I got to think about how I want these items to be stored in this thing. I mean, this is going to be the biggest deal. Can I just like put items in here? Like if I put that in? Yeah. So essentially, I have the ability to hold 300 stacks of items on this little storage module tablet right here in my inventory. So everywhere we go rolling around, man, we can search. Oh, I need silicon. Do I have it? Yeah, I do. So we can search right there. We've also got a crafting recipe. Let's say, for example, I need an iron block, right? I can go like that, and I can make one. Just one. Will it make it? Do I have to store the recipe? Store. Okay. And now if I want to make one of these guys, look, iron block. If I want to make, 4 of these guys, bang. Makes them, puts them in my inventory. Love that. I love that so much. Man, we're getting there. This makes me feel really good. And then I can just dump these guys in there like that. Okay? So what I was thinking is what we would do is I would sort of go around and get all of these kind of like, fancy kind of blocks. For instance, like the redstone ingots, the empowered Restonia crystal, the Anori crystals, any of this kind of stuff that we have, any of these like special things, and put them in here, because those are the things I'm always like skating all over the base trying to figure out where they go. Yeah. And then I have these other guys, right? So if I put down like this guy, and let's just put them here and here for now, right? And I can put this in there, and I can put this in there, and I can put this guy in here. So now I have these 4 storage that I can put whatever I want to in. So, for instance, if I want to use one of them for, just random, like the contents of this chest, essentially, right? So all the fish and the pumpkins and all that kind of stuff, I can do that. But I think what I can do here is if I build the remote storage... You guys will have to keep me honest here. So if I build one of these remote storage blocks, I can actually put those storage modules that I have, right? I can put those storage modules that I have in the remote storage thing, and then I can actually see all of them from this. Please help me help me. Can I how do I get rid of this? I want to like unstore. Maybe you just have to store over. I would assume that's probably what it is. Let's do like a block of redstone and just take a look here and see how this works. So can I store over? Yeah, okay. So I want to craft this block of redstone. Got it. Okay, perfect. All right, so that's how that works. Man, that makes me feel good. So between episodes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start grinding out, moving items around, right? And my goal is essentially to have one of these that has all parts, right? This guy doesn't, yeah. So this guy's going to have parts like that, right? It's going to have like that, right? Machine components. I can get like binder conduit. I could get this. I could get this. I can get these guys. Yeah, thickened glass. Plates can go in there. Maybe all of these guys can go in there. Right? So this is going to be like random parts that I need to have all the time, that I'm always like running around looking for, and we're going to have all of those things just sitting in there. Like that can go in there, that can go in there. Thickened glass can go in there. Oh, man, we are getting our inventory squared away. All right, anything else? Maybe some conduit. We'll put our conduits in there. Why not? I think that makes sense. A fused quartz we can put in there. Yeah. So, like, all of this stuff can go in there. This, that. Okay. And then we go like that. And then if I want to change this, the way it looks, right, I can do like that. That works for me. And so I'm just going to go around the base and pull out parts of things that we need. Like all of these guys can go in there. This stuff can go in there. All of my immersive engineering odds and ends. All of this like plates and cables and all this kind of different stuff, right? Because it's always these type of things that I never know where it is. And I'm always running around digging through like 50 different chests, trying to find it. Anything else that I want to take out of here? I'm sure there is. And so I'm just going to dump all of this stuff in here like this. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we've got 38 of 300, which, man, that still was a ton of room. So we can literally just keep going through all of these chests, finding all the stuff that we want to store in there, and just put it in there. I love that. And then what I can do is, if I want to, I can say, oh, I'm going to take you like this, right? And I'm going to put you back in here. And it'll remember, right? So it still remembers all that stuff that we have. And I can take this guy out of here now, right? Combine it with my tablet. And now from a remote standpoint, I have the access to all of this stuff, right? And so then I can go rolling around and say, oh, what's in here? Do I need any of that stuff? No. Okay. What's in here? Do I need any of this stuff? Maybe. I don't know. But I can put it all in, oh, like for instance back here, right? I'm always needing some of these redstone deals like this and this, right? And I could say, oh, okay, let me just put these in here. We'll store them in there. All right. So if I go and then I look over here in this chest and I say, oh, there's some thickened glass. Let's get a couple stacks of that and stick it in there. So essentially it's going to be like, for me, like a big white, like one of these white bags, right? I can have all the parts, but it's going to be sort of specific. We just want it to be the good stuff. I mean, I think we're going to call it a done deal with that episode. Man, we did some crafting. We did some building around with some stuff. But most important, that's a very big scanner in my hand. But most of all, we got ourselves a storage module tablet, and we can now access all the stuff that we need, at least sort of step one, at least one storage unit full of stuff whenever we need to. I love it. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. Until next time, please remember to be cool. Don't be a fool. And from the Age of Engineering, where storage is about to come online, I guess we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.